everyone, welcome to the weekly update. I am Chuck Mayer, your host. We're coming live from the rock room, which we haven't done in a while, Kat said. So I wanted to kind of bring you in here and remind you that it's back here because it's very easy to lose this in the rest of the store, but it's one of the coolest places we have here at Fishy Business. Why? Because we're constantly getting new rocks and new decorative items to do your tank with, and we've got a place where you can actually experiment with it and build your own design for a tank you do or don't have. But it's very experimentational, and it's here. So come check this out. Okay, so as of this video, we have something new for you. It is our Friends of Fishy Business card. It is a one-year membership. As you can see, this pretty little card that we had made. That will allow us an opportunity to get a little bit closer to you still. What it is it's a membership that will get you 10% off of any livestock, unless it's on sale or something like that. But is for general purposes and a general rule, it is 10% off your livestock every time you come in for a year. But the biggest bonus of this is this will get you, assuming that you live in the kind of immediate Columbia area, within reason, we will do a visit to your house. We'll do a consultation visit. And this was a way for us to justify trying to do multiple visits every week so that we can actually come into your home and you can ask us questions about your tank that maybe you always would like to. It is not a full service. We won't be doing like a service call like we do, but we will be doing a consult visit at your home, at your territory. So this will give you the opportunity and us the opportunity to actually see what's going on in your tank, maybe make some suggestions, and at the same time you can ask us whatever you need to. But definitely whoever's helping you when you come in, definitely ask about the Friends of Fishy Business card. This is something new we're trying. We'll see how well it works. But we do have a lot of optimism for trying to bring Fishy Business closer to you in your own home. Welcome to the weekly update. Very cool thing happened as I was just standing here. I got a photo bomber that wanted to be in the video too. So she and I are going to take you through the opening, and let's go look at some fish. What do you think?
Of course.
Okay.
Hi, it's Kevin. I've got a bunch of really cool freshwater fish in stock this week. I got a couple rarities on the African cichlids that we haven't had in before. We got quite a bit of a selection to show you. We got some really nice looking snow white parrot cichlids. These guys are really good size. They're a type of hybrid very closely related to a blood parrot. It's a hybrid between a blood parrot and the convict gene. These guys are a new one on me. These are THICKBAR Pecho tilapia. Really cute little guys. Will color up really intensely. First time I've had them in the store. They are a little more pricey than your $8.99 models, but they're not overpriced. They're about $12.99. We've got in some of my favorite peacocks. We got in some nice small Jacob Fabergii peacocks. Their color is incredible. We also got in some OB peacocks as well that have awesome color. These guys are just juveniles. We have in some juvenile long-nosed GARRA. These guys right now are a little bit under a foot long, but they will get several feet long when full grown, so they will need either a very large tank or a pond. We got a nice South American import in. These are nice silver dollars. They came in small, medium size. Almost a 2-inch in diameter, which is a good size for acclimating. They prefer to be in schools of 3 or more. We got in some nice juvenile arowanas. They're a really good size for the price. These are the regular silver arowanas. They're good and strong and already eating the same day we got them in. Make sure that you have a lid on your tank for these guys, as they will jump and catch birds in the wild. They are obviously going to jump out of your tank if you don't have a lid on it. We got in a good shipment of some small import goldfish. We got in some small lionheads. We got in some small celestials, which are really goofy looking. We have in some assorted telescopes that look really nice. Some domestic black moors, red fantails, And my personal favorite, the calico fantails. Beautiful finnage on some of these guys. We got in some really pretty red honey gouramis. These are a dwarf gourami variety. They seldom reach over 2 inches. Really cool little fish for a smaller tank, like a 10-gallon or so. And we got in lizard catfish. Those are a red whiptail catfish. Good little algae eater. They usually max out about 4 inches. We finally got in some panda GARRAs. These guys have been in high demand and we have not been able to get them for a while. These are awesome algae eating fish. Excellent for a planted tank. We get a lot of fish trade-ins of fish that outgrow people's tanks, or sometimes people have certain fish that have bred like wildfire in their tank. These cichlids here, these are some beautiful jewel cichlids and a couple Jack Dempseys that are pretty good size. All of these fish are about 5 to 6 inches. Stellar color, highly aggressive and territorial, but if you got other guys of the same aggression level, they'd be perfect for your tank. We got in some nice red sailfin Venezuela CORY catfish. These guys came in looking really nice, good size for the price and really good color. Probably the most colorful thing that came in, I think, this week for your semi-aggressive community tanks would be definitely these platinum green tiger barbs. Got a beautiful turquoise sheen to them. It's a different color more for the regular common tiger barb. They will school with your regular tiger barbs, however, I do recommend that you do a minimum of 3 of each color if you're going to mix them up so they school properly. But these guys, when in a larger school, are just mesmerizing to watch as they school through the tank.
Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly update on the saltwater portion. I did pick out a couple of things that I wanted to showcase for you guys this week. I think they're pretty cool, so you're going to want to stay tuned for those. Alright guys, so my first pick this week is going to be this beautiful flagfin angel. Now flagfin angels get the name from their bottom caudal fin, it being half black and half white. The bottom half is black and the top half is white. These guys are also known for their bright purple lips. So if you can get a close look at this guy, his lips are bright purple. Now these guys are a dwarf angel, so they're not going to get super large. This one will get a little bit bigger, but not by a whole lot. And also, this being an angel, it will eat your coral, so it is not a reef safe choice. This guy does much better in a fish only aquarium. Alright guys, so Mr. Acantharus lineatus wants to come out and play. This is your clowntang. Clowntangs are absolutely beautiful with those stark gold and baby blue lines running down their body. And then they do have those blue lines on their face as well. And each clowntang, their markings are going to be a little bit different. It's kind of like our fingerprints. Everyone's look the same, but they're actually different. That's kind of the same thing with the clowntangs. Now, clowntangs are a very large tang. These guys will get over a foot in length. They need a lot of swimming room. Definitely a 210, possibly a 180 for these guys. Definitely no smaller. Clowntangs are definitely not for the beginner aquarist, as they are an expert level fish. You definitely need to know a little bit more about what you're doing if we want to try to keep one of the clowntangs, but they are absolutely beautiful. Alright, next up is going to be this absolutely beautiful school of female lyre-tail anthias. So these guys are going to be bright orange, and they have a beautiful fuchsia colored line that runs from their eye all the way back into their gills. Guys, it's been a long day already. These guys do better in a school, like what you see in here. You can get 1 or 2, but they do better in a school because your most dominant female will actually transition into being a male. And so that's how we get the males in a school like this. Now, anthias, including these guys, don't scavenge for food. So the only way they get food is from you feeding them, and they do need to be fed about 2 to 3 times a day, so a little bit more than your normal fish. So just be wary of that if we want to try these, but they're a beautiful fish, especially for a reef tank. Alright guys, so this is going to be the yellowtail blue-eye. Found him. There he is, yellowtail blue-eye bristletooth tang. And there he is. Okay, so if you want a tang that is a monster at eating hair algae and other types of algae off of the rocks in your tank, a bristletooth tang is going to be exactly what we want to go with. They will absolutely obliterate any algae in your tank. So if you're looking for a tang that will eat some algae and can pretty much get along with anything else, definitely come check out this yellowtail blue-eye bristletooth. All right, guys, so we did do a separate post for him earlier this week. This is the SOHAL tang. It's another Acantharus species. This one is only 3-4 years old, and its body is already 8, 9, 10 inches. It's already almost a foot in length, and it's a very young SOHAL. So if you have a large tank, definitely a 180 minimum, with a lot of swimming room, and you want a SOHAL tang, this is going to be your absolute perfect one. It is got a fantastic weight on it. It's got fantastic color. It's doing very well, flashing for us, showing us that he is the dominant one in the tank, absolutely. But this is a beautiful specimen. If you want a big SOHAL, now's your chance to come on down and pick him up. All right, everybody, this is one of my favorite wrasses of all time. It is called the leopard MOYER'S wrasse. It is actually under the leopard wrasse family, which it doesn't look anything like what you would typically think about. This guy is beautiful, like candy pink with that nice yellow and lime green throat and beautiful turquoise blue fins. This guy is more of a peaceful wrasse. Right now I do have him alone, but like your other leopard wrasses, you might be able to keep multiple ones together as long as you have a big enough tank without an issue. This one in particular is beautiful and loves sleeping in the sand bed like most wrasses, so make sure that you do have a softer, thicker sand bed if we want to try him. But you can't beat the color and disposition and overall just beautifulness of this leopard MOYER'S wrasse. Alright guys, so I'm going to touch on two different organisms in this video. The first one is going to be this beautiful extra large tiger cowrie snail. This one is probably the size of my hand. It's definitely the biggest tiger cowrie I've ever seen. It is beautiful. It has already been moving all around the tank. It is very active. Know that it is not the most reef safe. Some people have these in their reef tanks and they get away with it, but just know if it wants to eat your coral, it will. So it does better in a fish-only tank, but there's no snail prettier than a tiger cowrie. Now if we pan over to the left, oh, our beautiful little pink spot watchman goby. This guy is absolutely stunning. He's a beautiful silver with bright pink magenta spots all over his body. He looks like he's kind of grumpy. Hey, Mr. Grumpy Gills. Yeah, I freaking love these guys. They're one of my favorite gobies. This is a larger bodied goby. Definitely does not play well with others. He should be the only goby in the tank. But this one's beautiful. Unlike some of your other gobies, this pink spot will stay out more often than not. So you will be able to see them a lot more in your tank. But I love them. I will always, oh, are you yawning? Are you mouth open? Are we all, he's so cute. You're not going to get better personality than with some of your gobies and your blennies. So definitely come on down and check out this cute man.
Okay, so we're ending the video where we began. Do want to mention again the Friends of Fishy Business. That is something that is designed to be very beneficial to you guys. If you're interested, definitely ask whoever's helping you about that and all the things that we're trying to do to promote that. You definitely want to check in because we have lots of new saltwater fish this week, as I'm sure Reagan has already kind of gone through, but there's a lot more coming as well. So this is a really strong week for fish. It's probably the strongest week of the new year so far. So if you're in the market for an aquarium or fish, come see us.